I've decided to play another opinionated game. This time, would you rather? Just like with would you press the button, these are my opinions. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You have been warned right now. If you can't handle other people's opinions, you might want to leave right now because I'm not going to hold any punches. There you go. Would you rather be Iron Man but have to leave the suit on at all times, or be the Hulk but have to stay in Hulk form at all times? That's not even a question. I would, yeah, see, 77% of people agree with me. I would rather be Iron Man because if I'm in the Hulk, I will be in complete, I won't be able to control my emotions at all. I'll just be a rampaging monster. Whereas if I'm Iron Man, I'll just have the suit on and I'll be powerful, but I won't have the part about being a mind-raged, jackass who just destroys everything. I'll retain my intelligence and my personality and all that crap. So yeah, I'd much rather have the Iron Man suit. Would you rather drink only water and alcohol for the rest of your life, or drink anything other than alcohol for the rest of your life? Well, I'm not a drinker anyway, so who the hell cares? Wow, another popular one, 73%. Would you rather be really fat or be really hairy? Well, being hairy would help out in the winter, and I'd rather be in good health. Yeah, see, another popular one. I apparently am really good at knowing what people want. Because if you're hairy, that's good for the winter. But if you're fat, be really fat, which is basically, I'm guessing, morbidly obese, that's where you talk about health issues. You won't be able to walk a lot. Well, I guess just shave. But this person down here says just shave. But it would probably just grow back in an instant with this parameter. But yeah, I'd rather be really hairy than, be unhealthily fat. Just saying. I'm not... Don't think I'm body shaming. I'm just saying if you're to the point where you're obese, you should probably trim down the weight. Just saying. Chop off your own arm or chop off a complete stranger's arm, but they come back to kill you in 30 years. I think I'll chop off my own arm and get a prosthetic. Okay, the first one that wasn't popular. Would you rather be with a blonde or be with a brunette? Yeah, contrary to popular belief, I think... I'll be honest with you, I find brunettes more attractive. That's all I gotta say. I find brunettes much more attractive. That's not to say I wouldn't consider a blonde attractive, but for some reason I really like brunettes. I don't know, maybe it's the contrast. Would you rather know everything or be the ruler of everything? Well, if you know everything, then you would know how to be the ruler anyway. You would probably be a better ruler than just being the ruler of everything. If I ruled everything with my current intelligence, I would probably be one of the worst leaders ever. I would not know what to do. Well, okay, not one of the worst leaders ever because, they're not the worst rulers ever because there's Hitler and, Jimmy Carter and all that, but I'd probably be pretty bad, so I'd rather know everything, and then I could just become a leader. Would you rather see how you die or see who you will marry? Well, if I die from an accident, I can just avoid it. Wow, that's really unpopular. Would you rather live forever or never die? Never live. Would you rather live forever or never live? Well, I'd rather live forever. I'm okay with living, so I don't want to never live. Would you rather kill 100 people or be hunted by 100 people? You never said they couldn't be bad people. What if those 100 people are members of ISIS? I'd rather go up to ISIS and just slaughter them. Okay, I'm not someone who relishes death, but if it's to stop a lot of evil people from killing other people, why not? I am perfectly okay with going over and just slaughtering 100 members of ISIS if that means I get to save innocent people. Would you rather watch Seinfeld or watch The Simpsons? Well, I never watched Seinfeld, so I'll just watch The Simpsons. Why not? 82%. This person put you all are idiots. Yeah, probably. But I've never watched Seinfeld, so... Would you rather ride in a hot air balloon or ride in a hovercraft? Probably a hovercraft, because a hot air balloon isn't so much controllable. Well, it is to an extent, but you're controlled by the wind. With a hovercraft, you can go wherever you want. It's like a car. Yeah. How many people... And that's a good point, Morgan Mary. You can ride in a hot air balloon anyway. How many people own a hovercraft? Hells to the yeah. Would you rather fight Jackie Chan or fight Jet Li? Probably Jackie Chan. I mean, I get the feeling he'd go easy on me. Have your elbow joints face the opposite direction or have your knees facing backwards? That's a tricky one. Probably that. That probably wouldn't be as bad. Okay, that's another popular one. Would you rather go toe-to-toe with Michael Myers or try to take down Freddy Krueger? Why is this even a question? I would much rather go with Michael Myers. All he has is a stupid knife. Are you kidding me? That's probably one of the stupidest questions I've ever heard of. Freddy Krueger, you only meet him in your dreams, unless you are lucky enough to get him into the real world. He's basically a god in dream world. Yeah, good luck with that shit. I'd rather go toe-to-toe with a guy who only has a knife. I mean, I can just take out a gun and just shoot him in the head. Or, I don't know if he's immortal or not, so I don't know. I'd find a way to kill him. I mean, you know, grenades would probably blow up his body. So, yeah, 57%. I imagine it being the comedian. Okay, I don't know what that reference is, unless you're talking about The Watchmen. Would you rather be a leper? If you had to pick a disease, would you rather be a leper or be a midget? Well, I'd probably be really short than have crippling skin disease. Just saying. 66% agree with me. Fight all the Organal Power Rangers in their Megazord robot, or fight Optimus Prime. Well, Optimus Prime would probably go easier on me. I don't know. Would you rather become a Spartan or become a Cog? Neither! I would rather become a Doomslayer. I'd rather play Doom. Where's that option? Oh, you're not gonna give it to me. Fine, I'll be a Spartan because it's the closest thing. Yeah, 83%. I'm not so much a fan of Halo. I'm not so much a fan of either one of them. I haven't really played either one of them, except I played a little bit of Halo on the PC, but I would much rather be a Spartan because it's much closer to a Doomslayer because you get the green armor and you get the plasma and the, you know, rifle weapons. So, you know, it's kind of like Doom, so close enough. Would you rather drink 5 ounces of vodka by nose, drink 5 ounces of hot sauce by nose? Probably the vodka. 82% agree with me. Both are going to suck. At least I'll get my buzz on. Yep, that's a good point. Would you rather be a Pokemon trainer or be a zombie slayer? Well, if I'm a Pokemon trainer, then I would be able to catch, you know, godlike creatures, and I would be able to kill any zombie on the face of the planet. So, probably that. Also, being in a zombie apocalypse would kind of suck. Would you rather, if you could be a duck hero, would you rather be Phantom Duck or be Darkwing Duck? I don't know who Phantom Duck is, so I'm going with Darkwing Duck. I like the Batman Duck. Would you rather raise a family with Samuel Jackson or raise a family with Vin Diesel? Yeah, probably Vin Diesel. And the majority agrees with me. Would you rather magically flip genders every year or be forced to move and start fresh every year? I would just be a super hot and into chicks, and when I change into a woman once a year, now you'd be an ugly F who likes to suck lots of D, you F. Well, that's rude. Good thing he was deleted. Man, I can see why he was deleted. Wow, what a jackass. Okay, you know what? I think I'd rather just flip genders because I don't want to have to get rid of all my friends. I'll just explain that. I'll just have to explain to everyone that I magically change genders every year for some reason, and you know, show them. I probably have to prove to them that I'm not just cross-dressing or something like that. You know what? Actually, if I flip genders, I can just live my normal life. I can just wear my regular clothes. You know, I just have to wear a bra and panties or whatever. But, you know, I could resume my normal life. Would you rather never touch a computer again or never touch a person of the opposite sex again? Wow, way to put me on the spot. Probably that. I mean, you could technically live without a computer. You can't live without recreation, so 78%. Would you rather be adopted or adopt a child right now? I'd probably rather be adopted because I can't handle having a kid. Let's be honest, I don't even have myself completely together yet. You think I can get a kid in the mix? Would you rather get shot or get stabbed? That depends on where. Where do I get stabbed? And where do I get shot? Am I stabbed with a needle? Am I shot with a shotgun in the head? I don't understand this. This is too much for me to answer, so I'm going to skip it. Would you rather always watch Nicolas Cage movies or always watch Owen Wilson movies? I don't even know who they... I know Nicolas Cage, but I'm not familiar with him. Would you rather be stuck in an aquarium with a great white shark or be stuck in a room with the floors covered in a layer of spiders? Well, sharks are actually really passive, so, you know, if Yeah, see, 63%. All you gotta do is, if it actually went after you, you just have to jab it in the nose, or jab it in the gills, and they'll leave you alone. Sharks hate the taste of humans. They'll leave you alone as long as they know that you're a human. Always wear clothes you like, but everyone else hates. Always wear clothes you hate, but everyone else loves. Probably that. I mean, that's probably the way I roll anyway, because I wear a lot of t-shirts with different things on them. 55% agrees with me. Okay, if you could attend any of the two, would you rather go to Super Bowl or World Cup? I'm not much of a sports guy, but I'm American, so Super Bowl. Would you rather drive 200 miles well over the legal drunken limit or drive 200 miles after being awake for 72 hours straight? Probably that. I'm pretty sure I'd be more in control of my facilities. Yeah, 61% agrees with me. Would you rather play a game of one-on-one with Michael Jordan or play a game with one-on-one with Kobe Bryant? Michael Jordan. Not even close. Yeah, see, 3/4 agree with me. Would you rather be a cat or be a dog? Probably a dog. Let's face it, cats can be pricks. And it seems like it would be high maintenance being a cat anyway. Dogs are simplistic. Yeah, see, 63%. That's what I have to say. I mean, I'm a dog owner myself. I've got 2 dogs. In my house I got 2 dogs. But, you know, I'm saying they're more simple creatures. They're easier to understand. Would you rather make out with your cousin or wear cutoff shorts your whole life, never taking them off? I can't believe I'm doing that. Okay. It feels better knowing that I'm not alone, 65%. Well, as long as I don't have sex with my cousin. I mean, the only reason incest is really a bad thing is because, you know, if you have sex and she becomes pregnant and the baby might become deformed or just be really vulnerable to being deformed. So as long as there's not sex involved, I guess it's not too bad. Would you rather prevent World War II or win a life-changing amount of money in the lottery? Well, what's done is done. I'm pretty sure if World War II didn't happen, something would have happened because Germany was kind of in a bad position and it got taken advantage of. But if I won a lot of money, I could use that towards a lot of good. I'm justifying that. 65%. See, agree with me. Would you rather be electrocuted every time you swear or have all profanity censored out on your television? Well, if I do that, it'll stop me from swearing. Okay, that's an unpopular one. Pain or annoyance, would you rather get a paper cut on your hand once a week or have 1 feet fall asleep every third hour for 30 minutes? That one's much better, 60%. Your foot falling asleep doesn't pose the risk of infection. I guess that's true, but, you know, as long as you know when it's going to happen and you get it cleaned once it happens. Would you rather have a baby girl or have a baby boy or have a baby girl? I don't really give a shit. I mean, if I had a kid and I wanted to have a kid, no matter what it is, I mean, I'd love it all the same. But I mean, since I'm a guy myself, and I would be able to more understand guys. I mean, I guess just because of that, 65%. Would you rather be a carrot or be a cucumber? I'm a cucumber. You know, just because of that meme, just because of Brack, I think his name is. I'm gonna do it for Brack. Man. That chicka wow. Okay. Man, none of you guys respect old Brack. Would you rather have it always be day or have it always be night? Well, if it's always day, yeah, I'd rather have it always be day because I could just, you know, go into a dark room whenever it's time to sleep. So, you know, it's always daylight. 58% agree with me. I'd rather it always be in the light than always be in the darkness. Would you rather live in an amusement park or live in a zoo? Amusement park. 74% agrees with me, because the zoo would get boring fast. Would you rather be a famous homosexual professional athlete or be a heterosexual average person? I guess this. Because reasons. Would you rather always tell the truth or always lie? Well, I guess I'd always tell the truth and just be a good person. 80% agree with me. Would you rather only eat reheated leftovers for the rest of your life or pay to eat out at restaurants for every meal for the rest of your life? I would probably... Wait, pay to eat out at restaurants. Oh, for every meal. No. Because that would be insanely unhealthy. Wait, how would that even work? Because it would have to have been new food for it to be leftover, or someone else's leftover, I don't know. Would you rather be homeless and hungry, but always loved by your perfect partner, or have a fabulous home and amazing food but never be loved. Wait, if I was homeless, then how would I have a partner? I mean, who would be my partner unless I'm living in her house? Well, if I'm living in her house, then I guess I'll take it, 64%. Okay, would you rather die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain? Die a hero, 67%. Yeah, not even close. Would you rather be a slave in the pre-Civil War South or be a slave in ancient Egypt? Well, the Civil War South would probably have better medication. It would probably not work me nearly as hard. I mean, you have to pick cotton in a cotton field, but the Egyptians, they had to build blocks. Well, that was one of the things they had to do, but they also had to live in the desert, which is extremely hot. So I think I'd rather be in the one with better medication and not as bad climate. 63% agrees with me. They had it easy by comparison. Yeah, I guess you could make that argument. A horde of 400 zombies is quickly approaching. Would you rather fight the zombies alongside a dragon? You were using a crossbow. Fight the zombies alongside 4 gorillas. You were using an assault rifle. Dragon! I would rather just use the dragon and eat all of them. 60%. Who needs the crossbow? I'll just have the dragon eat them and spit fire on them. Would you rather have the job of your dreams and always be broke, or have a job you despise but loads of wealth? Well, if I'm always broke, then I would kind of be miserable, to be quite honest with you. So I'm not so sure about that. I guess, this is the mature thing to do, I think, because if you have a lot of wealth, then it'll be good for you and everybody else. Especially if I would love to have a spouse and kids one day. I would rather have a lot of wealth just for their sake, because, I'd rather have a good job. That way, like I said, if I have a family, I want them to be happy. I want to be able to provide for them. And this is basically, I think this is the hallmark of being a mature adult. You sacrificing yourself for everyone around you. That way, everyone around you is better off. So yeah, 63% agree with me. Would you rather sleep only 3 hours a night on an extremely comfy bed, or sleep as long as you want on a cold rock? Well, the quality of sleep is very important. 65% agree with me. I'm pretty sure cold rock, you won't be able to get a wink of sleep, but if you're on an extremely comfy bed for 3 hours, at least you get 2 cycles of sleep, so that's better than 0. YouTube love, would you rather meet PewDiePie or meet Vanoss? I don't know who Vanoss is, so I guess I'm going with Felix. Why not? Would you rather be as you are now, or have $100 million but have a 5% chance of instant death? Sure, I'll roll the lottery on that. 56% agree with me. Would you rather live until 80 in poverty or live until 40 in riches? That depends. Can I just have money but give it away to other people? Can I live with other people? Can I bum with other people? Fine, 30. That was the unpopular one. Would you rather get gas every time you're around the sex you are attracted to, or burp after every time you kiss? Probably that, because I'm probably gonna be around women a lot more than I'm gonna kiss them, because that's just weird. I mean, like, it's basically saying I would fart every time I'm around a girl, or just every time I kiss someone, I burp, which that's nowhere near as often. Would you rather lick the floor at a club or lick a toilet seat at Walmart? Probably the floor. I'm probably not going to get diseases that way. 88% agree with me. Have you seen the people at Walmart? That is a very compelling argument. Okay. As a gentleman, would you rather paint your nails or wear high heels? Probably paint my nails. Yeah, 81% agree with me. As a guy, painting my nails is a matter of aesthetics. Wearing high heels, that would be a bitch to walk around in. Just saying. If there's no risk of injury, would you rather hug a panda or hug a polar bear? Probably a panda. There, what's with this friggin' panda? 71% agree with me. Would you rather be accomplished and famous than die at 18? Or be ordinary and die at a reasonable age? Probably ordinary. I mean, that doesn't say how wealthy you are, how liked you are. That would just say be accomplished and famous. 81% agree with me. Would never be able to say, would you rather, thanks, please. Wait, never be able to say, would you rather. Oh, which would I rather never be able to say? I guess I'd rather never be able to say please, because I'd rather be able to thank someone. 64%, my majority. Would you rather be tall and really skinny or be buff and really short? I'd rather go with tall. 68%. Would you rather have no tongue or have no teeth? Probably have no tongue, because that would be Wow, 63% would rather not be able to chew their food. That seems kind of stupid. Both would cause you to have speech problems, but I think teeth would be easier to manage. Oh, teeth are... I didn't even realize... I didn't even think about that you could just replace them. Would you rather live in a nudist colony or live with the Amish? Considering Amish is completely opposed to technology, I'd probably rather live in a nudist colony. Wink, wink. 77%. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, them being opposed to technology is the real reason, not, hubba hubba. I'm just kidding. Don't think anything by that. Would you rather be a vampire or be a werewolf? Probably a werewolf. Wait, that depends on the parameters. I mean, do you get killed by sunlight? Do you have a constant need for blood? As the werewolf, do you get to control when you transform? Do you only control in the presence of a full moon? Can you control your werewolf form? There's a lot of parameters there, but I think if I could control a werewolf form and transform anytime I want, I'd rather be a werewolf. 51% agree with me. Would you rather only listen to the Beatles or only listen to the Rolling Stones? Beatles by far. 61%. Would you rather only talk in third person or never be able to call someone by name? Probably in third person. I would just be like Juvia or whatever. 54% agree with me. Would you rather be eaten by a zombie or be burnt at the stake? I get the feeling that being burned at the stake would actually be faster. That one was the minority opinion. Would you rather order a beer at a gay bar or order a mudslide at a sports bar? What the hell's a mudslide? Hang on, I'm going to figure out what the hell a mudslide is. Mudslide, define. Mudslide, sports bar. What the hell's a mudslide? Okay, alcoholic drink, mudslide, equal parts vodka, Kulo and Bailey's Irish Cream. I'm not a drinker, so I don't know any of this shit. Okay. Actually, let me just check to see that everything is in the middle here. Oh, I just wanted to be relatively centered, just because it would be easier to manage. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'll just get the mudslide. Not that there's anything wrong with a gay bar, but I get the feeling that would actually taste better. Like I said, I would be willing to drink. I'm not a drinker anyway, but I would be okay with going to a gay bar just because I'm not homosexual myself. But, who gives a shit? But I imagine a mudslide would taste better than just a straight beer. I don't know why. I'm probably completely wrong on that. During a rowdy boxing match, would you rather have a section of your ear bitten off or lose your 2 front teeth? Probably that. Wow, extreme minority opinion. Would you rather attend Hogwarts or attend Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters? Probably Hogwarts. Okay, that one was the majority opinion. Would you rather watch your parents be murdered? Murder the parents of another family in front of their children? Yeah, I'm not going to do the killing myself. Would you rather be a tomboy or be a girly girl? I'm not a girl, so I'd probably rather be a tomboy. 59%. Would you rather only dance the charlatan or only dance the Macarena? Probably that. I don't know. Minority opinion, would you rather get an atomic wedgie or get a swirly? Well, a swirly wouldn't feel so bad. Really? You'd rather have your underwear hang up your ass and feel like your insides are about to get cut off by fabric than get your hair wet? Oh, question is there poo in the toilet, okay? But that's assuming it's a clean toilet. Would you rather wrestle an alligator or wrestle a bear? You can actually handle yourself with an alligator. A bear, forget about it. A bear will kill you for sure. Alligator it is. 60% agree with me. I wrestled bear once. Okay. Would you rather stare at the sun for 5 seconds after being in a dark room for 5 hours? Have one eye replaced with a glass eye for the rest of your life? Probably that. 77% agree with me. I get the feeling that would burn my retinas, but I'd be blind afterwards, but at least there's a chance of keeping my eyes. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be too bad. I mean, only 5 seconds. It might just leave a spot in your eye for a few hours or something. They would probably be burnt out, but they probably would still work. You don't want to be lonely. Would you rather only date people with severe OCD, only date chain smokers? Probably OCD. Yeah, 73% agree with me on that one. Nah, I'm not a fan of smoke. Would you rather be a student the rest of your life or be a teacher the rest of your life? Probably a teacher. Yeah, 52% agree with me. Those who can't teach. Those who can't teach Jim. Funny. Because, at least I'm teaching somebody else. I'm not just playing the student role, I'm not just absorbing information. I would be able to give out information, because the whole point of learning is so that you can teach others. Well, you know, apply it and then teach it to others. Would you rather be an only child or have one parent? That's a hard one. I guess the only child, because statistically speaking, a two-parent household is the best chance for development. Would you rather 74% agree with me? So, would you rather go to a distant planet or travel through time? Well, the distant planet one would probably kill me, because I have a hard time believing that there's many hospital planets that can actually suit human life, so I'd rather travel through time. 85% agree with me. Would you rather be punched by Saitama from One Punch Man or face the penance stare by Ghost Rider? I don't know who that is, but I'd much rather do this, because Saitama would kill me. Would kill me in one shot. He dispersed the freaking atmosphere. Would you rather be black in a white neighborhood or be white in a black neighborhood? Okay, this is going to be racist no matter what I choose. I'm going to go with be black in a white neighborhood. 69% agree with me. Good to be the majority. I would be so good at sports. Yeah, no offense. Okay, this is probably going to sound racist, but statistically speaking, black neighborhoods tend to be much poorer, so they're much more likely to be crime-ridden. I would rather be in a well, okay, there are a lot of white neighborhoods that are poor and, you know, full of crime too, but statistically speaking, I'm not being racist, I'm just saying statistically, I would probably have a better chance of being in a reasonable neighborhood that's not very violent. So I'd rather just be black in a white neighborhood and just assimilate to them. You know, just be part of them. Okay, would you rather date Tom Punga from Boy Eats World or date Pam from The Office? Probably that, I guess. 60% agree with me. Would you rather have no thumbs or only have thumbs? Probably have no thumbs, because only having thumbs would rule everything else out. Okay, 62% agree with me. That's the majority. If you died, would you rather have your brain transplanted into a robot, have your brain transplanted to the opposite sex? Not that I would have a problem being a woman, but I think I'd rather be a robot, because a robot would be much tougher. Really? Oh, okay, I guess you could play with yourself. Okay, I get it. Man, you people are depraved. And anyway, yeah, I love you anyway. Would you rather have an iPad or have an iPhone? Well, probably an iPhone. I'm not a fan of Apple products in general, but probably an iPhone. Easier to manage. 71% agree with me. If I want a tablet, I'll just get an Android. Would you rather shrink to 1 inch or grow to 3 stories? Probably that. 52% agree with me. At least then, I would be able to do a lot of good. I'd just be able to step on ISIS or something. Would you rather know when the world ends or know how the world ends? Oh, boy. Probably that, because then we could work to stop it. 62% agree with me. I can't change the outcome. Knowing how it ends will annoy me, because I wouldn't be able, if I get the things done. I may have chosen wrong. I may regret that now. Would you rather visit Hogwarts or visit Narnia? That. 66%. Majority. Would you rather be a superhero and hated by everyone, have no arms or legs, but be loved by all? I don't know. Get prosthetics? Would you rather always have sticky fingers or always have bad breath? Probably this. Wow, I'm the extreme minority. Gloves, problem solved. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Would you rather hoard or compulsively clean? Compulsively clean. 82%. At least then you would be really clean. Of course, if you hoard, you can't really invite anyone to your house. Would you, while watching TV, would you rather the audio 2 seconds earlier than the video, or the video 2 seconds earlier than the audio? Probably this one. Minority opinion, whatever. Would you rather be able to only speak in low speak or be able to only talk in leet speak? I don't know. Majority opinion, okay. Would you rather be a contestant on Wheel of Fortune or be a contestant on Jeopardy? Probably this. 74%. Okay, would you rather have all fingernails and toenails removed quickly or draw paper cuts on the webbing between each finger and toenail? They'll grow back. 57%. Okay, would you rather spend a day in the Sahara Desert or spend a day in the North Pole? I can just layer on clothes. 65% agree with me. A day with Santa Claus. Sign me up. Well, you are seriously grown up and believe in St. Nicholas? Seriously? Yeah. This is assuming real life. Would you rather have to use a completely blank keyboard with absolutely no labeled keys? I can just put labels on them myself. Have to type with only your 2 index fingers all the time. Yeah, I can just put my own... it's an even split. Cool. I already did this one. It's starting to repeat now. Would you rather eat a quarter or eat chapstick? Probably eat a quarter, because a quarter would be smaller. Okay, I'm in the minority on that one. Would you rather find out that you swallowed a spider in your sleep, or find out that your waiter had spit in your meal? Protein, I guess. I'm just barely in the majority there. Would you rather army crawl everywhere, or always have bad luck? But I have good luck, so I'll just be crawling all of a sudden, bang, $20 on the floor. Okay. Army crawl. Oh, you're just army crawling. Yeah, I'd rather army crawl. I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was like, oh, would you rather have an army crawl or something? Be stabbed in the stomach 10 times or be shot in both kneecaps? I'd probably live that. 54% agree with me. Would you rather have 2 sets of twins or quadruplets? Probably that. 78%. Would you rather have narcolepsy or have chronic insomnia? You know what? I'm just going to end it here. Whichever one you want, whichever one you would rather do, say in the comments below. And thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like questions. And I'll see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching this Let's Play. If you really enjoyed it, then check out the annotations for some more Let's Plays I've done in the past. Or if you're on a mobile platform, that's what the cards are for.